All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of BONKZ versus NOCAP. We're down in the losers bracket. These two teams right now playing for the right to go challenge KSC, who just fell into the losers bracket, having dropped that match to that series of games to ELSR. Let's have a look at the BONKZ lineup, Zath. What do we got cooking here at the top end of Shatter?
Well, for Shatter, BONKZ at the north spawn is bringing with them a Kremlin. I love the name. Standard kind of a tech tanky build. And then we've got Schlieffen. Both teams, I think, heard that idea of Hun Leo is banned and not Schlieffen. And we're like, yeah, let's bring Schlieffen.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Now, meanwhile, we've got Chukwama's Des Moines in a unique upgrade setup. And we have a smoke and unique upgrade gearing heading out that way too. That's Todd. Kleber going straight at the B cap, a unique upgrade as well for the extra sneaky. Behind him is a Wooster that is, interestingly enough, a reload build, like all the DACA.
Reload and outnumbered, Zath.
Yeah. I see that. It's interesting. We covered yesterday a Wooster Game SCCC player saying that that's a unique upgrade, the extra consumable, and the reload of that consumable comes in very handy with that upgrade.
Yeah. Big time.
Continuing the lineup, we've got our unique upgrade Mosfa, a gun spec Brizzy heading towards the C cap, and finally a Torp legendary or unique upgrade smoke gearing of their own on the other side of the flank as well. Ooh, that was a lot to discuss. What do we got from NOCAP to the south?
What's going on here? Well, NOCAP fielding a Schlieffen of their own. Let me find him here. Here it is. Strong Soviet bias chugging up the 6 line. Pretty heavy secondary build. Even the secondaries in slot 6 as they're radaring Optical's Kleber, but they don't really have shots on him, Zath. I mean,
well,
Strong is trying. Strong is trying to get the reset, but not coming up with anything. Their other battleship over here headed towards the western flank at A is Pitbull's St. Vincent. A little bit of a standardish kind of build there. Some fire prevention, some stealth, a little bit of brisk action in there. He's flanked by Lothair's legendary Des Moines with Outnumbered, and Fubar's Gearing, running a relatively standard build there with Torpedo Reload in 6 and Fancy Upgrade in slot 5. Julio Z42 pushing very aggressively up the 4 line into this gap in between A and B. He's running primarily a gun build, not surprising there. Flanked to his starboard side by Waka Flocka's Des Moines, again a legendary and engine one there with top grade gunner and concealment. And Mr. Bean Stalingrad also lurking in this same channel with range and accuracy there to go with super heavy AP and the extra heals and such. Way out on the right flank for NOCAP, we have a gun spec Brisbane, that's nearest airport. Literally married at the hip right now to Big Cat's Gearing, which is a full torpedo build with a little bit of extra smoke. Is not running Superintendent, so he only has it's 3 charges, right? Yep, 3 charges of smoke there to get things going.
I gotta say, I like the initial just spam all the torps into C. Maybe we'll get lucky. Did not happen.
Did not happen. We're up to about a 50-point lead here for BONKZ. That Kleber dive into B paying dividends for them. Have to wonder is that Merkus Schlieffen's Hydro's running, so although those torpedoes don't have the ranks. Yep, those torpedoes don't look like they have the legs to hit him in that gap anyway. Both Schlieffens well spotted though, hydroing each other here.
And coming off of that, Admiral Tester, I believe, is also within range of Strong Soviet Bias Hydro. Nope, he's actually
gotta say, Fratstar in a gun duel with a Schlieffen. The Schlieffen secondaries alone might chew him up. He has to be a little cautious there, I would think.
Well, you say that as he gets backed up too far.
A little too far, getting dunked by what has to have been the St. Vincent.
Yes.
Plenty of island for the St. Vincent to loop those shells over, taking advantage of it.
And more shells from Strong Soviet Bias up the butt.
Hammered again by the Schlieffen, although Soviet Bias also taking some good damage of it on his own. Yeah. NOCAP is spotted. Wooster radar popping and picking him out there.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious where Fratstar is. He's trying to obviously lob shells over that part of the island to hit Strong Soviet Bias, but with him being more of a reload Wooster, I wonder if he's going to start running into problems, because if he's ranged, he could go farther away and arc the shells higher over the
Right.
island that Strunk is next to.
Well, he's able to get them over. He just needs to be able to do it from a position where he's not spotted, and that was the struggle he was having earlier, was that he was spotted.
Mhm.
Everyone could see him, and of course the St. Vincent made him pay for it.
Right.
Stalingrad salvo looking for Chukwuama's Des Moines, but coming up empty. Torpedoes going by Chukwuama, but prompts him to pop his radar as he catches Fubar's gearing over there on the one line. Todd takes a torpedo in his gearing right in the stern. But for all that, we're already ticking up 2 caps for BONKZ here, although Chukwuama just got hammered by somebody.
I think that was
punch
St.
him in the
Vincent.
face? Yeah.
Yeah. That was Pitbull again. So Chukwuama's probably going to go down here, which is interesting. He's a bit of a cruiser prodigy, so to see him go down this early,
He's
unusual.
not down. He's not down yet.
That is true.
NOCAP needs to secure this kill if they want these points, and so far they haven't done it.
Okay,
now
there you go.
Now they've done it. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch.
Right. Pitbull says, keep healing. I'm reloading.
Fratstar spotted again. The St. Vincent actually splitting his fire right there, dunking Fratstar yet again.
Wow.
Frat taking another, at least one Citadel there, and probably a full pin to go with it. So early on, Pitbull's St. Vincent just mauling these BONKZ cruisers here. What just happened, Zach?
Schlieffen Ram. That's what just happened.
Why would you?
Ram.
What? I am confused. Why would you trade battleships this early like that? That makes no sense to me.
I don't think that was the plan. I think the plan was to trap the Schlieffen down while Fratstar continues to hammer, but then Fratstar got hammered, had to back off, and that forced the Schlieffen, who's already in progress down the channel, to then be in a 1v1 against the other Schlieffen.
Who basically just said, screw it, if I'm going, you're going with me.
Well, the thing is, if you're a strong Soviet bias, you're already low. You might as well go for the Ram, because you take out a full health Schlieffen in the process.
Yeah.
And if you are BONKZ, Merca, FK, yeah, you're looking at it from a situation of, if I screw up this drive-by and give up my ship for free, I've just screwed over my team. So Completely. It's kind of a situation where you just got to take the Ram.
Yep. Well, with all that drama down, it seems pretty obvious now NOCAP's going to be able to roll into the A-cap. Fubar and Lothair headed that way now, while Pitbull continues to pursue kind of up the 2 line. Well, still on the 1 line here, over on the extreme western flank.
Oh, Fratstar's at 340,
oh my
339
God, Fratstar got dunked again.
Yep. He's healing. He's getting better.
Yeah, better. Yeesh. Now, what's interesting to me, Zath, as I look at NOCAP's kind of board position and overall strategy, they seem pretty fine giving up the C-cap. Like, they just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Their focus has been very clearly, let's grab A and B and hold them, and then we win. And they have pretty good control of B. They'll pick up A here in a moment, and then I think they're going to be in the driver's seat of this game, despite the fact that BONKZ, for the moment, has about an 80-point lead with 8.5 minutes gone.
Well, the thing is that Gearing Brizzy combo is so good against ships that are advancing. So they're just going to throw them out there. They're going to go for the lucky torp. They're going to maybe hit something, maybe not, whatever. Speaking of hitting something, Obstacle barely dodges that torpedo. So, and you know, as long as you're able to win the other flank, you don't care.
Yeah, you pretty much don't. The goal being, look, just keep them, hold them in position, hold them where they are. And that's the thing, right? This Gearing Brisbane combo of BONKZ over here on the 10 line pretty much has nothing else to shoot at outside of NOCAP's Gearing Brisbane combo.
Right.
Because now that strong Soviet bias is down, there's just nothing else.
Exactly. So those two have, you know, all the time in the world. And don't forget, nearest airport's Brizzy has a super heal, as does UU's Brizzy, right?
Of course.
So it comes down to really lucky torpedo hits, or if we go into guns or something, well, okay, cool. I'll just hit my fancy, heal, and we'll continue this dance.
Nearing the halfway mark of the match as NOCAP is close to drawing even here. Mr. Bean's radar going up. They want a little bit of information. They wanted to know where the Kleber was, and now they know. And they
Big Cat might
go ahead.
Take a torp. Nope. He just barely dodges a torp that was meant for the Brizzy. That could have been catastrophic.
They can also spot Fratstar back there, but they don't have shots on Fratstar from this angle right now.
Yeah, that will hold him in place, though.
Looks like the plan now is to try and farm out the Moskva. He's on double fires as Julio and Lothair continuing to just pump shells at him. He's gone dark now, broken contact behind an island.
Of note, Kermit has decided to turn back south again with the Kremlin, and the gearing, as well, Todd Howard's, going back towards the flank, ensuring that they are not being chased anymore.
Mm.
And if Pitbull is detected right here, this could be problematic for the St. Vincent.
Well, yeah, but the problem is St. Vincent's detection is what? 11 something? It's
Yeah.
very low.
Right.
So right now there are no BONKZ assets able to detect Pitbull. That may change in a minute. I mean, Kermit's plugging away south, but for the moment, Pitbull's okay.
Mm-hmm. The important thing is Kermit is detected, so
Yes.
Waka Flocka, Lothair, know to watch out.
Fubar's got eyes on him. They can see that he's turned around after his big, long retreat to the north. We have had a lead change. It's now about a 20-point lead and growing here for NOCAP. 20-point-ish.
Waka Flocka's radar goes up, catches Fratstar once again, says, "Stop right there, criminal."
Well, and Fratstar answers with one of his own, spotting Julio and Waka in return.
That's right. Kermit does take a torpedo.
Oh, one right in the bow. Pitbull's St. Vincent still unspotted back here, able to fire over this island directly down onto Kermit. Kremlin tries to dunk Waka Flocka's Des Moines, but comes up empty there.
Mm-hmm. That does make... Sorry, go ahead.
Let's say Fratstar burned his last heal. He's now looking at... He's bound to... That health he has is all he has left.
Mm-hmm.
Fubar... Oh, a convenient gap there for Fubar and the torpedoes.
Yeah. These NOCAP cruisers, though, have to be very careful because they could very easily be pushed into a kill zone in B.
Yeah, NOCAP is a bit surrounded now, Zath. You can see BONKZ has kind of got this little... They've now wrapped the B cap. The Kleber, that's optical, has run all the way around. It is now on the opposite side of this island from being Stalingrad, going to reverse in and at least try to pick this cap up, or if nothing else, deny those points to NOCAP. The Gearing-Brisbane duel continues over here in the southeastern corner of the map. And Fubar and Todd Howard in a bit of a duel. Fubar getting hammered right there. If they lose Fubar here, that's terrible, and they do.
And they trade, actually.
All right. So from a BONKZ, from a NOCAP perspective, the trade is acceptable.
And why do you say that, sir?
Well, but they were already up a ship.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
I didn't know if you had some big strategery.
Well, I mean, think about it. Look, what you don't want to do is die and leave the opposing gearing at your back. If you're going to die, at least take him with you, and they managed to pull that off. Pitbull with an AP salvo downrange on Tester's Moskva. Not as good as it could have been.
Yep.
Some more torpedoes.
Kremlin gets a hit again.
Yep. More torpedoes going into Kremlin here.
Waka Flocka takes a torpedo as well.
Optical does pick up the B cap. And so literally with 3 radar cruisers on top of B, BONKZ just steals it away.
The Gearing Brizzy dance is still continuing way down to the south. Bit of a sideshow at this point.
It kind of is until one of these ships dies, and then once one of them dies, it becomes a big problem.
I wonder if they're going to full send Julio El Guapo after the Kremlin.
You almost have to think it's not a terrible idea. He's kind of caught here. He's got the Kremlin broadside in front of him. I'm surprised he didn't swap to the AP. There it is. Kremlin takes a blind shot, but Julio dodges it nicely.
Tester is getting farmed out now. DCP's up in 8 seconds. He's on his last heal.
Tester very low. Fratstar on a thread back there. A St. Vincent salvo going in on Fratstar. Nope, overshot him.
Nope, just misses.
Kermit does take a torpedo on the stern as he's getting pushed by the St. Vincent now.
And that's the right play for Pitbull. Just get the Kremlin out of here.
5 minutes to play here. It's only a 40-point game. Optical's Kleber in the B cap. They pushed Bean Stalingrad back. They're not going to get some shots into Optical. Try to push him back. NOCAP trying to hold on for a win here that they barely have a 30-point lead in.
Right.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Fratstar now doing what he wants the Wooster for.
Yeah.
Shooting over the island at Pitbull's St. Vincent. Waka
Finally
takes another big hit.
Finally able to make this happen. They do grab the Kremlin. That pads the lead for NOCAP. They needed that kill. Now the Gearing Brisbane chase in the southeast corner seems to have ended. Those two ships headed straight for the middle of the board.
Makes perfect sense. You got to do something. Waka Flocka took another torpedo. His DCP is down. His heel's running right now. But even if they get him,
It won't flip the score back. That kill just makes up for the loss of the battleship.
Exactly.
They can't. Oh, they can spot Walker right now. I was about to say they can't spot him, but yeah, they can.
He is indeed lit.
Optical's going to take some pain for this, but they need those spots. They need to be able to salvage him. They're bringing Julio's smoke in to try to salvage what little bit of Waka's health they can.
That's right. Optical also needs to be stepping on the B cap to prevent the point gain.
He is.
For NOCAP.
At the moment, he is. Waka down to 2,700 HP. Under
DCP
4 minutes
available.
now.
The enemy is about to win.
1,700 now. More shells falling. The smoke going up. Waka, not enough. But the Brisbane's trade or something. What just happened?
The Brisbane and Des Moines changed, yeah.
At the same moment that Waka died,
the enemy is about to win.
the Brisbane, one of the Brisbane's, okay, I see NOCAP's Brisbane got the other one. Okay, so again,
yes.
No change. 3
Well,
minutes to
NOCAP's
play.
Brizzy is still alive. He's down there once again.
Yes.
You know, with the gearing.
Yep.
Finally, Fratstar goes down.
There goes Fratstar. That should seal this deal. I just don't see how BONKZ gets back into this game. They shouldn't have the health.
Right.
I mean, it's 241,000 HP to 28,000. So NOCAP looks solid here for a Game 2 win, Zath. I think we're going to get Game 3 in just a moment.
Absolutely. Which we always love to see.
Everybody loves
Optical
Game
going
3.
to back into a torp?
I mean, doesn't change anything, but there it is.
It was just fun to watch. I don't know.
Well played to NOCAP. A solid AB strategy on Shatter works. They hold out and win Game 2.
Yeah, I'm curious to see in that replay render all the moments leading up to that Schlieffen ram. I think that ended up being a crucial part of this game. Well done on both Schlieffen players not giving up their ship for free.
All right, well, let's throw it back to the studio. I'm sure that the boys on the analyst desk have got some fun things to talk about.
Just a couple, I think, yeah.